This is R.D. Sharma Solution, Class 11, Chapter 23, The Straight Lines, Exercise is 23.1. Now the question is, the slope of a line is double of the slope of another line. If one slope, there is one line, the slope is m1, then the slope, that is if you assume it to be x, then the m2, the slope of another line, will be 2x. And then the tangent of the angle between them is 1 by 3. And we know that the relationship between tan and tangent is what? So the angle between them, the tan of 1, tan of 2, what is the angle between them? It is, so tan theta is equal to 1 by 3. So what is the tan theta when we have m1 and m2? And let me tell you in the beginning that there will be two cases. There will be two cases. So when we have tan theta and we have two slopes, so the angle between them will be m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. So this is the relationship, and plus minus both signs we have to take. So the angle is 1 by 3. So in the place, since it is given 1 by 3, so this is in mod. Modulus will be there. m1 is given as x, so we assumed it to be x. So m2 will be automatically 2x. So we are going to put 1 by 3 equals, one time we have taken plus, one time we have taken negative. So there will be two cases. So in the case 1 we have taken plus, and in the second case we have taken the negative. So let us start it. So this is x minus 2x, it will be minus x by 1 plus 2x square. So x, m1 and m2 is 2x, and we have done this a lot. So I hope minus x by 1 plus 2x square, you will be able to form a quadratic equation. You will be able to solve a quadratic equation. It will be minus 1 and minus half. So this you are going to do, because quadratic equation we have done a lot. Now coming to the negative one, since x minus 2x is minus x, this is minus x, and still we are taking the negative one, so minus of minus x will be plus x. So it will be 1 by 3 equals x by 1 plus 2x square. Now make a quadratic equation, and the solution will be 1 and half. So the slope of one line, that is 1 and half, that is x. Okay, x is 1 and half, that is m1. What will be m2? 2 into that is the value of m1. So as I said, you have to take first of all both the values, 1 and half, and minus 1 and minus half. Both values you have to take. First of all, both are the solution. And then since only x we have found out using this relationship or this quadratic equation, now we have to find out m2 also. Okay. In your book, it's clearly only given, the answer is only 13 is 1 and half. But you have to take minus 1 and minus half also. Okay. So you just have to be very sure that you just don't stop at plus 1. You have to take the negative also. Why I am re-emphasizing? Because this type of questions will come again and again. So m1 is there. Once you found out m1, you have to find out m2 also. So put x as 1 and half and try to find out m2 using 2 into x. Okay. So this is how we are going to solve it. And this is a NCERT question. So it will be an important question, right? Now there is a graph. Consider the following population and year graph. So the graph is something like this. On the y-axis we have population in crores. So since the question is asking population, the answer will come in crores. So there are some points being given, 87 and 92, and there are others also, 97, 102. And on the x-axis we have years. It starts from 1985, you can go up to 1990, then the differences are 5. So now there are 3 points given. A point is 1985 and 92. X is 1985 and Y location is 92. The point B is one X location is 1995 and Y location is 97. And third is C. The X location is 2010 and Y is not known. It is P. So eventually we have to find out P. Now the question which is being asked here is, find the slope of the line AB, and using it, find what will be the population in the year 2010. So this is again a NCERT question. So basically you have to find out P. So when we in the x3 y3, if it is assume it to be x3 y3, you have to find y3. So slope of AB equals slope of BC equals to slope of AC. All these three lines, three segments, they will be having the same slope. So let us find out AB. 97 minus 92 by 1995 by minus 1985, it will be half. Now since they are same, the lines are same, the slope will be same. So what will be the slope of, you can take BC also, let us take AC only, right? Means we are equating AB slope with AC slope. So 20 P minus 92 by 2010 minus 1985, and this is we are going to equate it to half. Why? Because of the slope of AB, slope of BC, slope of AC are same. The gradient are same. They are collinear points and they are on the same line. So P will be 104.50 crores. Please remember, y-axis is given in crores. So you have to find out and write the answer in crores. Okay. P is population and that will be 105.50 crores. Without using the distance formula, show that the point -2, -1, 4, 0, 3, 3 and -3, 2 are the vertices of a parallelogram. So we have to, we are not supposed to use the distance formula. The easiest way is to find the distance formula and just prove it. Their opposite sides are equal. But we have to, this is a quadrilateral and we are supposed to find out the parallelogram. If we can show that the opposite sides are parallel, AB is parallel to CD and AD is parallel to BC. So A is -2, -1, B is 4, 0, C is 3, 3 and D is -3, 2. So let us find out the slope. You know how to find out the slope, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. You can always find out y1 minus y2 by x1 minus x2 also. That is also true. So the slope of this AB will be 1 by 6. The slope of BC would be -3. So let me write it. The solution is in front of you. This is -3. The slope of CD is going to be 1 by 6 and the slope of AD is -3. Now the slope of the opposite sides are equal. And parallelogram means opposite sides have to be parallel. Okay? Opposite sides needs to be parallel. Now this question is a NCERT question and most of the questions which are coming after this are NCERT questions. So you have to be very cautious and look a little closely. Find the angle between the x-axis and the line joining the point 3, -1 and 4, -2. So first of all, and this question again will be coming, okay, same question will be coming. So first of all, 3, -1 and 4, -2 is given. So let us find out the slope. The slope is what? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Your x1 y1 has 3 -1, x2 y2 has 4 -2. So slope is -1. Now what is the slope of x-axis? It is 0. Because slope has to be found out only from the positive axis. Since it is by itself x-axis, the slope will be 0. There will be no angle between the x-axis and x-axis. So now we have to find out the angle between the x-axis and the line segment. Now we have the slope of m1 we just found out, which is -1, and we have the another slope which is m2, which is 0. So we have to find out this angle from x-axis and this line. So since we have m1 and m2, we have the formula. So m1 is -1 as I just said, and m2 is of course axis it is 0. So now tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Now this formula we are going to use, and you have to use the actual result which is going to come, right? So whatever the result is coming, when you minus m1 as -1 and m2 as 0, you'll get -1 by 1, which is going to be -1. Now tan theta is -1. What does it mean? Tan theta is -1. That means theta has to be 135 degree. So theta is 135 degree. So tan theta equals -1. What does it mean? -1, how does it come? See, tan theta, you are talking about negative. So tan theta has to be between greater than pi by 2. greater than 90 degree. So tan theta will only be negative when it is greater than 90 degree. So tan 135 can be written as tan 180 minus 45 degree. That is 10 pi minus pi by 4. 45 degrees pi by 4. So you can always write it as 10 pi minus pi by 4, and this 10 pi minus pi by 4 will give you minus 10 pi by 4. 10 pi by 4 is 1, so minus 1. Okay, so minus 1 would have come when it would have been 10 45 degrees. So this is the chain. So theta is eventually 135 degree. This is also an NCERT question. So we have line through points minus 2, 6, 4, 8 is perpendicular to the line through the points 8, 12 and x 24. Find the value of x. So whenever we have perpendicular, take m1, m2, multiply them, and it has to be equal to minus 1. So m1 will be the slope, m2 will be the slope of the second line, right? You know how to do it. y2 minus x2 minus x1, and you just multiply them, equals to 1, you get x. Now you have 18. This is also NCERT question. Find the value of x for which the points x minus 1, 2, 1, 4, 5 are collinear. So x comma minus 1, 2, comma 1, and collinear means what? So the thing is, the slope of AB equals slope of BC. Now this type of question we have already done. We have seen a solution of this. Now this solution also can be done. You can do like this. Now let us do it another way. Let us try to use some other explanation and formula. So this is the area of a triangle, x1, x2, x3. If you know the determinant, it's okay. If you don't, it doesn't matter. I have a formula. So this has to be equal to 0. Determinant of this particular quantities equals 0. So area of triangle, this is representing the area of the triangle. Now when you put it as 0, when you take the triangle area and put it as 0, that means these lines are not making a triangle. They are actually collinear. So if these three lines are not making any structure like triangle, then only the area will be 0. So we have to prove it collinear. Yes, just use the area of the triangle, and put it as 0. So determinant, we are going to put it as 0. If you don't understand, this is the formula. Just remember it. This and slope, you can equate slope also. This is up to you. How would you like to solve it? So we have x1, x2, y1, y2, y3. Put this equal to 0. X will be equal to 1. So the solution, I am not doing it. I am just trying to tell you the logic. Okay. The solution is quite in front of you. I am telling you the logic that area can be 0 or the slopes can be equal. Find the angle between x-axis and the line joining the points 3, minus 1 and 4, minus 2. So same thing we have already done. So slope of these two locations are minus 1, and x-axis will not make any angle, so angle will be 0. So m1 will be minus 1, m2 will be 0, right? Now tan theta is m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. We already know this formula. Put this m1 as minus 1, m2 is 0, and the tan theta will come minus 1, and we have seen the theta is going to be equal to 135 degree. The explanation has already been given. Next is, by using the concept of slope, show that the points minus 2, minus 1, 4, 0, 3, 3 and minus 3, 2 are the vertices of a parallelogram. Now this only slope concept has to be used, and parallelogram have to be proved, and this is an NCERT question, so it will be important. Now this is ABCD. This is our you can say quadrilateral. So A is minus 2, minus 1, B is 4, 0, C is 3, 3 and D is minus 3 and 2. So if AB, we'll try to find out the slope of AB, that is 0 minus 1 and 4 minus 2, then we'll find out the slope of BC. It's going to come minus 3, and AB was 1 by 6. The slope of CD or DC is going to be, that is 1 by 6. And now slope of AD, and what is going to be 2 minus 1 by minus 3 minus 2. So the slope, the solution I have given, the slope are the opposite sides have slopes equal. So these are opposite sides are parallel. When the opposite sides are parallel, that means this is a parallelogram. So this is a parallelogram. Now a quadrilateral has vertices 4, 1, 1, 7, minus 6, 0 and minus 1, minus 9. Show that the midpoints of the sides of a quadrilateral form a parallelogram. So there is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means 4 sides. Now this quadrilateral, the vertices are given of this quadrilateral. Now we are making another quadrilateral. Let me make the original quadrilateral. So this is the midpoint of the sides of the original quadrilateral. If we join the sides, the midpoints of the opposite sides or the sides, then the structure or the figure which will be formed, we have to prove it to be a parallelogram. So let us take this as 4, 1, A, and B as these all are given. B is 1, 7. And C is minus 6 and 0. A, B, C, D, you can take it any way you want. But it has to be in a cyclic manner. And this C will be minus 6. The concept will be minus 6, 0. And this is minus 1 and minus 9. Okay. Now, first of all, we have to find out the midpoint. Then only we will start for the next figure. So, what is the midpoint? x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. So, this is the different sides and the midpoints are given. Just add the x values, divide by 2. Just add the y values and divide by 2. So the first one will be 5 by 2, 4. Second will be minus 5 by 2 and 7 by 2. The third will be minus 7 by 2 and minus 9 by 2. So minus 7 by 2, minus 9 by 2. This is going to come. And this midpoint, you can call it as h. And this is going to be 3 by 2 and minus 4. So these are now the midpoints, and now these are the vertices of the another figure. So these are the vertex of quadrilateral which is formed in sine. Now we have to show that this is a parallelogram. So you can show it using the slope. Okay, take the slope of opposite sides and show it that the slopes are equal. Now there is another method. This is the one method. We have already seen this method, right? Now I have to tell you another method. First method is the opposite side slopes you find out, means all the slope you find and the opposite side slope will be equal. That is, EF slope will be equal to HG and EH slope will be equal to FG. So the slopes will be equal and will come, right? Slopes, this is the first way of solution or giving solution. Second solution is, in a parallelogram there is a speciality. The characteristic of a parallelogram says that if you make a diagonal, then these diagonals are going to intersect and they are going to bisect each other. That is, the midpoint of the diagonals are going to be same. So again we are going to take the midpoint only. So now you take the midpoint of EG and FH. EG and FH. So EG and FH, and if you see 3 by 2 minus 5 by 2, and this is going to be minus, this is ultimately minus half only, and this will be minus 4 by this minus 4 and 7 by 2 you are going to take, just add and divide by 2, it will be minus 1 by 4. I am saying that the calculation you will be able to do. I am just showing you that the midpoint is same. Midpoint for the diagonals are same, they are intersecting and they are bisecting each other. That is proving that this figure is actually a parallelogram. You can always do it using the opposite slope equality concept also. Okay, so this is how the things will be done. So this is all about this exercise. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.